Welcome to 164 Revival.
Yep, it's that time. Let's all paint them pink. All right, it's October, and you know what that means. It is Paint It Pink time. This one's going to be hosted by the Three Blind Mice, joining in as the Beefeaters group, the Four Horsemen, Marty's Matchbox Makeovers, and a whole host of other builders going to join in on the fun. This is a 34 Ford. It is casting by racing champions, so let's get her broken apart and see what we got. Looks like the hood comes off. That's a cool little feature. Shows the engine. There's a lot of parts on these racing champions, at least some of them that I've run across. I haven't done a whole lot. Done a few before, and as you will see coming up, a lot of little pieces. Now, my first thought, once I got this taken apart, was I kind of like the pearl base. The body obviously is separate, and it's not really base. I guess that's part of the body. It's the fenders, and it's got a nice pearl little finish to it. I thought, well, maybe I'll keep that the way it is. It's in really good shape. It's fairly new casting, and do the rest of the body in a pink with the grill, and then the hood, obviously, to coordinate. So that was my first inclination. Now these wheels, they're the original ones, and they're not going to be used. I got these from, I believe these are treads from the Facebook online seller there. I mean, everybody that does this probably knows them right now. If not, look them up. They got great wheels. Now this engine, I took the original engine out, and this one came from it was a gasser. It was the jerry rig that I did in one of the Four Horsemen builds earlier. And I kept it, and I thought, well, it kind of fits in there well, except for right there is where I'm going to have to drill some holes, form up that fender so that the exhaust can go in. And I drilled the holes, and now I'm just going to clean it up, make sure they fit in there real nice. Just using a Dremel with a kind of a milling bit. So after all that, the engine seemed to fit in there quite nicely. The exhaust popped in through them holes in the fender that I made. Took quite a bit of time, so I didn't video all of it. I didn't want to waste anybody's time watching me do any of that. Here, I'll take it apart. Everything kind of fit nicely with the grill, the engine against the body. Got to clean up, do a little deburring, and I had to do a little bit of modification on the bottom side of that engine so it fit in there nice and flat. So I got the body parts stripped. Used some citrus strip, got them cleaned up. Gonna mix up some opaque red and white Createx and make me a little light pink, kind of a titty pink. And here we are with the finished items. I went ahead and painted the fenders and detailed the actual base a little bit, and did the interior in white. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do some decal work. I printed off my own decals just on on that clear decal sheet that you can, everybody kind of gets online. You can get it in white backing or the clear. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to use some of that Minwax rattle can clear and see how that turns out. So here's the finished product all put together. Got the decals on there, got the ribbon, got a red flag on there. Instead of the stars, they got the ribbons in there. I thought it turned out pretty good. I want to thank Three Blind Mice for spearheading the Paint It Pink event. I encourage everybody to go over to the Three Blind Mice YouTube channel. They'll have a whole list of everybody that was building, and I'm thankful to be a part of it, and I hope you guys come back to the next episode of 164 Revival.